Barakat and Shalom, everyone. That is blessings and peace. Thank you for joining me on this morning, or at any point where you may listen to this. Thank you for taking the time out to stop and listen to it. I'm coming on this morning. I'm not live or pre-recording it, but I'm coming on this morning to say what Elohim has told me to read and what he has told me to say. It's important that we are able to hear our Elohim, God, when he is speaking to us. Not all the time, I admit, I don't hear him because there's so many things to do in a run of a day that I don't hear him. And this morning, I heard what he was saying. I heard what he told me to read, the whole chapter of Luke 8, but this is what he has told me to release to his people, to whomever, not those that are just saved. It's not just to the saved, it's not just to the believers, but it's also to the sinners. And it's important that we're able to hear and understand what he is saying. So I'm going to be in Lucas 8. Lucas is Hebrew for Luke, chapter 8. 8 in Hebrew is Chet. And I'm going to start at verse 5. Verse 5. This is the parable of the sower. A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some indeed fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the birds of the Shamayim, heaven, devoured it. And other fell on rock, and when it grew up, it withered because it had no moisture. And other fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up with it and choked it. And other fell on good soil, and grew up and yielded a crop 100-fold. Having said this, he cried, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." And his Talmudim, his disciples, were asking him, saying, "What does this parable mean?" And he said to them, "To you it has been given to know the secrets of the reign of Elohim, but to the rest in parables, that seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not understand. And this is the parable. The seed is the word of Yahuwah." So the seed is the word of Elohim, of God. "And those by the wayside are the ones who hear. Then the devil comes and takes away the word from their hearts, lest having believed they should be saved. And those on the rock are those who, when they hear, receive the word with joy. And these have no root, believe for a while, and in time of trial fall away. And that which fell among thorns are those who, when they have heard, go out and are choked with worries and riches and pleasures of life, and bring no fruit to perfection. And that on the good soil are those who, having heard the word with a noble and good heart, retain it and bear fruit with endurance. And no one, having lit a lamp, covers it with a vessel or puts it under a bed, but he puts it on a lampstand, so that those coming in see the light. For whatever is hidden shall be revealed, and whatever is secret shall be known and come to light. Therefore take heed how you hear. For whoever possesses, to him shall be given. And whoever does not possess, even when he thinks he possesses, shall be taken from him." So his question this morning is, which one are you? The parable of the sower. So which one are you? We know that the sower is the proclamator, the preacher, the one that is bringing forth the word. And the seed is what they're sowing. They're sowing into you the word of Elohim. So which one are you? Are you the seed that fell by the wayside? Are you the seed that fell by the rock? Are you the seed that fell on thorns? Are you the seed that fell on good soil? So are you the wayside? Are you the rock? Are you the thorns? Or are you the good soil? He's asking a question this morning. Which one are you? Which one am I? So, which one are you? Let's go back over them. So you have the seeds that fell by the wayside, right? So you have the ones that fell by the wayside. These are the people. When they hear, the devil comes and takes the word from their hearts, lest having believed they should be saved. So you hear the word, you hear the proclaimer, you hear the preacher, you hear the pastor, you hear the apostle, you hear the teacher, you hear the shepherd, you hear the prophet, you hear the evangelist. But what do you allow to be done after you hear that word? You allow the devil to come and take it out of your heart. Because the devil know if you believe it, then you will be saved. So he takes it out of your heart. You heard the word, but you're not going to think about the word no more because he done took it out of your heart. So are you the wayside person? Is this what's going on with you? Is this what's going on with me? Or are you the rock? So the rock is the ones that hear. They receive the word with joy, but they have no root. They believe for a while. As soon as trial comes, soon as tribulation comes, soon as trouble comes, they gone. They gone. They fall away. Are you that person? Are you the rock? Or are you thorns? These are the people that heard and they go out and get choked up with worries, get choked up with riches, get choked up with pleasures of life. They bring forth no fruit to perfection. So you heard the word, but you allowed the troubles of this world. You allowed the pleasures of this life, whatever it is that you love to do, the pleasures of sin. Is that you? Are you the thorns? You allowed all this to happen to you after you heard the word? That you can't even bring forth any fruit to perfection? Or are you the one on good soil? The good soil is the people that heard the word with a noble and good heart. And noble means having or showing fine personal qualities or high moral principles and ideals. So are you the one that heard the word with this type of heart? A good heart. You retained it. You're bearing fruit with endurance. You're enduring the trials. You're enduring the tribulations. You're enduring the hard times. You're enduring the ups. You're enduring the downs. You're enduring your good days. You're enduring your bad days. Where you're able to grow up. You're able to grow in the word of Elohim. You're able to grow in the word. And the seeds that fell on the good soil brought forth a crop 100-fold. So that seed brought forth more harvest for the sower. The sower again is the proclamator, it's the pastor, the teacher, the preacher, the evangelist, the apostle, the fivefold, whomever, the missionary, who's bringing forth the word of Elohim, who's planting the seed. So which one are you? Are you the wayside? Are you the rock? Are you the thorns? Or are you the good soil? That's the question the Elohim needs for you to answer. That's the question the Elohim needs for me to answer today. Whenever you hear this video, answer the question. Again, this is Luke 8, verses 5 through 18. Go back and read it. Go back and reread it. Verse 18, therefore, take heed how you hear. Take heed how you hear. Protect your ear gates. Protect your hearing. Are you listening to a bunch of mess or a bunch of junk all day long and still think you're going to hear from Elohim? You think you're still going to hear and understand the word when you do all you want to do? During the week, 6 days, you do all you want to do. and you come to church on Sunday, or you come to church on Wednesday night for Bible study, or you come to church whenever, and you think that word is going to stay in you, you think the enemy is going to allow that word to stay in you when you've been dealing with the enemy all week, you've been feeding yourself with the enemy's things all week, no, you're going to be a wayside, a rock, or a thorn. Let us grow to be good soil so that we can bring forth a harvest and 100-fold, and not just stay a wayside, a rock, or a thorn. We don't want to be found in these types. We want to make it to good soil, and we want to stay in good soil. When you yield a crop 100-fold, you're able to give seed back to the sower. You're able to give seed back to the pastor. You're able to give seed back to the apostle, back to the prophet, back to the teacher, back to the evangelist, back to the missionary, whoever brought the word to you, whoever you heard the word from. You're able to produce more seed, more harvest that you can in turn give back to the sower. All your harvest is not for you to keep. You have to give it back. You have to do seed, give seed back to the sower. And seed is not always money. Seed can be whatever you grew out there in your garden. Someone may give you 4 bags of clothes. Someone may give you 10 bags of shoes. That's your harvest. That's your harvest. Give seed to the sower, whatever it may be. Someone may knock on your door and bless you with 20 bags of food. Give seed to the sower. Don't keep it all for yourself, because he's not going to continuously bless you like that. He has to know that you're able to deal with, or you're able to hold the harvest that he's given you, and that you're able to give seed back to the sower. Seed back to the sower. Don't keep it all for yourself. Again, the question on this morning is, which one are you? The wayside, the rock, the thorns, or the good soil? Answer that question on this morning.